Tonight, the State of the Union. President Trump addresses the nation and touts his accomplishments as commander-in-chief. Plus, some numbers are in, and the top contenders in Iowa are announced. We have the latest. And Lake Superior College announces new opportunities in hopes of drawing more students to Duluth.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. President Donald Trump addressed both houses of Congress in his third State of the Union address. The president laid out his vision for the next year, an election year, coming just one day after the Iowa caucuses and one day before the Senate likely votes to acquit him in his impeachment trial. Karen Kafa has more.
Madam Speaker, the President of the United States.
President Trump delivering his third State of the Union address, one that will likely set the table for his run toward November.
To the people of our great country and to the members of Congress, the state of our union is stronger than ever before.
The theme of the speech, the great American comeback, focusing on health care and immigration. But he comes to Capitol Hill under historic circumstances. No impeached American president has ever run for re-election. And tomorrow afternoon, the Senate will cast their votes on the charges of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress presented by the House. Republican senators expected to guarantee his acquittal hope he'll stay away from the impeachment process in tonight's speech and instead talk up his administration's accomplishments and why he is deserving of another term.
He's going to make a good speech, and let's just leave it at that.
Earlier Tuesday, the White House said the president's speech will look at what he has achieved so far.
Because we look to talk to the American people about all the things that this administration has accomplished while Democrats have been focused on a very petty partisan impeachment.
Democratic response to the speech will be delivered by Governor Gretchen Whitmer of Michigan, one of the states that buoyed President Trump to victory in 2016, and one Democrats want back in their column this November.
Now, President Clinton also delivered a State of the Union address during his impeachment trial back in 1999 and made no mention of it in his speech. Meanwhile, the president claimed 7 million jobs have been created since the start of his administration. He credited those jobs to a revival in industry, saying after losing 60,000 factories in the last two administrations, America has now gained 12,000 new factories. Along with industry growth, Trump claims the unemployment rate is at its lowest point in a half-century.
I am thrilled to report to you tonight that our economy is the best it has ever been. Our military is completely rebuilt, with its power being unmatched anywhere in the world, and it's not even close. Our borders are secure. Our families are flourishing. Our values are renewed.
While the president's speech gained applause from supporters, some members of the Democratic Party boycotted the speech. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez announced today she and at least 9 Democrats planned not to attend the address. Meanwhile, Michigan's Governor Gretchen Whitmer delivered the Democrats' rebuttal speech. She highlighted efforts by Democratic leaders around the country to fix infrastructure and expand the Affordable Health Care Act. She questioned President Trump's claims about the economy, saying under his leadership, the wealthy benefit and the working class falls behind. The Iowa Democratic Party has released the majority of the results of last night's caucuses, which appear to hold good news for Senator Bernie Sanders and Pete Buttigieg. But as we reported earlier, organizers are blaming the delay on a coding glitch as the presidential candidates move ahead to their next primary state. The chairman of Iowa's Democratic Party apologized for the delay in results from yesterday's caucuses. Then came the news. In the state delegate race, Pete Buttigieg is on top, followed by Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Joe Biden. With more than 60% of the vote tallied, Buttigieg reacted to the news.
It validates for a kid somewhere in a community wondering if he belongs or she belongs or they belong.
And speaking on his way to New Hampshire, Senator Bernie Sanders, who is leading in the popular vote, shared his frustration with the delay in results.
Obviously, I am disappointed. I suspect I could speak for all the candidates, all of their supporters, and the people of Iowa.
Precincts in Iowa say they did not get to test the new technology ahead of the caucus, and the delayed results were a glaring embarrassment for the state that prizes its role as the first contest in the primary season. And with the caucus results still unfolding, political science students at the University of Wisconsin-Superior are using this historic event as an educational tool. CBS 3's Emma Quinn shares the lessons they've learned.
A lesson in democracy happening right before their eyes. Political science students at UWS talking about the Iowa caucus in class.
Understanding why people are doing what they're doing in the Iowa caucuses, why they're so important, I think that'd be really helpful to try and get students who might not necessarily be as active in politics to really understand.
Political science professor Elisa von Hagel says the caucus has captured her students' attention.
I think as of late, there's just been a lot of interest and a lot of questions because there's been so many just unique scenarios that, have never happened before.
Even if they can't take part in Iowa, von Hagel says understanding how the nation chooses a nominee helps students understand how they can make an impact.
People do feel, I think, more empowered when they have that knowledge of, the system, of their role within the system, and with these scenarios and these really interesting, unique, crazy events happening, that people are asking questions and everybody is learning from them and taking from it and being able to, again, apply it or to use it on their own.
Sparking a discussion that could last a lifetime.
Von Hagel says these conversations have mostly had been in introductory classes. She says it's important for her students to be knowledgeable about the system in order to form their own opinions. And just a reminder, Minnesota will hold a presidential primary this year instead of a caucus. Legislation passed in 2016 changed the state's nomination process. Minnesota voters head to the polls on March 3rd and Wisconsin voters on April 7th. Let's check in with Dave for a quick look at the weather now. Still pretty cold out there.
Well, cool, Kristen.
Cool.
Come on, you're a native Northlander.
I'll say cool.
You have to hit 30 below before it's cold.
That's true.
So it's a little chilly, yeah. I mean, it'll stay that way tonight and through tomorrow thanks to Arctic high pressure that's parked over the upper Midwest. But there are flurries, a small wave of lower pressure starting to form up to our southwest, which may affect us by Thursday night. But from now until then, the high should keep us dry and during the daylight hours, fairly sunny. So the day planner for Wednesday says you get out the door in the morning, sky should be partly cloudy, might be around 0 here in the Twin Ports. Same deal for Wisconsin and Michigan. A couple degrees below 0 up towards the Iron Ranges. Lunchtime, well, 14 degrees, southwesterly wind 5 to 15, and then a top temp of 22 when it's time to come back home. And so a cool start to the morning, but the afternoon finish will be pretty close to normal. Well, as the rest of the week unfolds, will we have any big snowstorms or heat waves, or will this cold snap continue? We'll sort all of that out with the 7-day forecast just a little bit later in the newscast.
Dave? A Beltrami County woman might not spend any additional time behind bars for neglecting her vulnerable adult daughter. Karen Ganetta was charged with criminal neglect. The 47-year-old was sentenced to 1.5 years in jail, but she'll only serve that time if she violates her probation conditions. According to court documents, investigators responded to Ganetta's Bemidji home in October. That's where they found vomit on the floor and an unresponsive, emaciated, vulnerable adult. Ganetta is both the victim's mother and personal care assistant. There's a big change coming to Lake Superior College starting next fall. The school will be offering bachelor's degrees. CBS 3's Ryan Campo breaks down the historic day at LSC and what it means for their students.
Lake Superior College and Southwest Minnesota State University are launching a new partnership. This means LSC can offer 3 bachelor programs to their students starting in the fall of 2020.
We see this as big news, exciting news for our entire community, not just these 2 schools, not just their students, first and foremost. That's what we're excited for. But we see this for future generations to know that you can either stay here in Duluth or you can come here to Duluth from somewhere else to come to college, have an affordable, quality education.
Once a student has earned a 2-year degree from LSC, they will be granted admission to one of the programs based on SMSU guidelines. The programs include community psychology and health promotion, marketing, and agriculture solutions.
And there's this big interest in that right now, which is drawing people to our programs, to our school, and to our community.
Students we spoke to are excited to stay in the Northland and get their education. They say these new programs mean increased opportunity.
The familiarity is just great. Yeah, it's a really great school, and I would love to be here 2 more years too to finish my bachelor's degree, and then later I would probably save enough money to maybe go out of state after that.
The bachelor program for LSC students will be delivered on-site, online, or a hybrid off on campus and online at SMSU.
Officials from both schools say this will hopefully be just the beginning of what could be a big partnership between them. It was story time for Stowe Elementary students today, and some pretty familiar faces took time to read to the kids as part of the 5th annual book fair. It was held at the Gary New Duluth Recreation Center. Some of the readers included Police Chief Mike Tuskin, several Duluth police officers, and Duluth's Assistant Superintendent Jeff Horton. The kids also got a chance to check out the squad cars. Horton says it's a great way to engage with the students on a different level and get to know them better.
I'm super happy that our police officers can be here today. We've been working a lot on community policing in our community, and they just do a great job of coming out into the community, working with kids, and just developing a great connection with them, which is super exciting for me. And I'm most excited just to be here to just spend time with the kids, to read to them, and really learn from them.
The students all left the book fair with a few new books made possible through Barnes & Noble. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a local organization dedicated to helping teens in need receives some good news, which will help them continue their mission.
Record high temp for today is 52 for back in 1890. But for the next week, frankly, we don't have to worry about setting any record highs. How about record lows? I'll let you know with the 7-day forecast right after this break.
He's thinking recliner, you're thinking sofa. It's okay. Everyone wins at the President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. And did you know you can get free shipping with no minimum? And most items can be in your home in a week. Our biggest sale of the year at Slumberland Furniture.
Mom, I'm here. Mom, where are you? Help. Mom?
Without emergency protection, you risk your life. But with Life Alert, one press of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-458-9565. That's 1-800-458-9565. Call now, 1-800-458-9565. For a free brochure, call 1-800-458-9565.
The Culligan high-efficiency water softener is the world's best. It's backed by the industry's strongest warranty and serviced by the world's largest local dealer network. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
Call A1 Movers today to schedule a free office relocation estimate. We have all the necessary tools and experience to help streamline your business's change of address. Our friendly, uniformed crew will carefully relocate and protect both your new and existing facility. Whether across the street or around the globe, one call hauls it all. Take the burden off of your staff and put it on ours. Remember, moving is hard. Calling A1 Movers is easy.
It's the Valentine's card pick at Bad River Lodge and Casino. Pick on Friday, February 14th from 8 a.m. to 11:45 p.m. with 30 base points from the previous month or 15 base points day of, and we'll see you at Bad River Lodge and Casino.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Payments of medical bills and wages. Money for pain and suffering. Call anytime, 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
He's thinking new mattress, you're thinking whole new bed. It's okay. Everything's on sale at the President's Mattress Sale at Slumberland Furniture. This Sealy Posturepedic mattress for only $394. That's over $800 off. Our biggest sale of the year at Slumberland Furniture.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, a lot of us are still shook up to see that strange thing called the sun in the sky and the resulting blue sky, which has been hard to come by for the last 2 weeks. Well, here's the blue sky over Proctor, come courtesy of Aaron DeBezo took this picture today. It looks like from this angle that the Malley is trying to cross the street, though it's been a good 60 years since that thing's been running under its own power. Well, a low pressure system trying to run into our area under its own power may have to wait until Thursday evening before we get our next chance for snow. And that'll just be a light one. So from now until then, we should have a clear sky and cooler conditions. Like right now at the airport where it's only 4 above. Relative humidity, that's at 73%, and our westerly winds coming around at 7 miles per hour. Temperatures right now, well, it looks like Waters Meat has shaken off its title of warmest spot in our region, down to 11 below there, 6 below Ironwood, 2 below Ashland, but still 6 above for our friends in Superior. And down to 14 degrees below zero in Hibbing right now. Much colder than any of the other parts of this region here. Could be true, also could be a glitch in the reporting equipment. We'll keep an eye on that as the evening goes on. But bottom line is, it could be chilly again by tomorrow morning like it was this morning, thanks to the Arctic high pressure that has conquered our region and cleared up our sky. And so the Doppler map right now doesn't even show too much activity going on in the Upper Peninsula, where at least a little bit of lake effect was popping up earlier today. High and dry for the next day or so because of the Arctic high pressure that's moved into our region. Temperatures, yeah, like we talked with Kristen, we'll call them cool because it won't be 30 below, but it'll be a little bit brisk, and the briskness may last through tomorrow and into Thursday morning even here. But once we get into Thursday afternoon, this lower pressure system from the west, which isn't very potent, we can call it an Alberta Clipper to be polite here, but bottom line is it only brings about a 20 to 30% chance of snow Thursday night into Friday morning, and if it leaves an inch or two, it'll be doing pretty well. And then already it'll be gone once we get into Saturday morning. But now let's get into the forecast for Minnesota for tonight, where low temps I think are going below zero up north and maybe around zero for much of the rest of the state. Sliding into Wisconsin and Michigan here tonight, we're looking at about 0 to 5 below, discounting some towns that of course have already dipped a little bit cooler than that. Clear to partly cloudy sky for the region. For tomorrow, well, partly cloudy sky in Wisconsin and Michigan with high temps. I'm thinking about 25 or so, give or take 2 or 3 degrees. Moving into Minnesota, clear to partly cloudy there as well, with the high temps running 22 inland to 25 degrees closer to the lake. We'll have a southwesterly wind from 10 to 15 miles per hour, bringing temperatures in the afternoon back towards normal. Cooler start than normal in the morning, but thanks to the sunshine and a southwesterly wind, pretty normal, yeah, like I mentioned here, for the afternoon. And then for the rest of the week, temperatures will be in that regime here, running about 19 to 25, bracketing normal by a couple of degrees. Snow chances, nothing really major, really. There's that Thursday night into Friday morning shot, which is 30% at best. And my latest charts indicate an inch or two, maybe by noon on Friday. Not such a big deal. Follow-up chance for flurries on Sunday, Kristen. Otherwise, we could actually keep seeing a blue sky around the area.
I cannot tell you how much of a difference that makes. To wake up and see some sunshine, some blue sky in February, it's good.
It brightens spirits.
It sure does. Thanks, Dave. Some very good news for a local organization dedicated to helping teens in need. For the month of January, shoppers at Duluth's Whole Foods Co-op could round up their bill with the money going toward Lifehouse. In 1 month, they raised nearly $12,000. Lifehouse representatives say they're so grateful for the community's support. This money will be able to support the programs in need for the youth.
This is a significant donation for us, and we are incredibly grateful, and we'll be able to keep providing high-quality programming for youth in need. It's going to go to support our comprehensive programs for homeless youth.
Lifehouse serves about 40 to 50 teens each day. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, as Wisconsin farmers continue to struggle in the dairy state, new legislation could be on the way to help. More on that after the break.
Vaping has been declared a national epidemic among youth. 1 in 3 high schoolers vape in northeastern Minnesota.
My child started having seizures from vaping. There's still so many unknown chemicals.
One vape cartridge has as much nicotine as at least 2 packs of cigarettes.
My child was hospitalized with severe lung injuries.
They said it was no big deal.
My child said it was no risk.
That it was under control.
That's what my child said. But what could I have said? Get the facts and talk to your child today.
Around here, we like our winters snowy, and we like them cold. Some might say that's not ordinary, but then this isn't your ordinary casino.
Come to Legendary Waters for our decadent Valentine's Day dinner special February 14th. And stay for the Silver Streak Band's tribute to the Eagles at 8 with a chance to win tickets to the Eagles at the XL Energy Center.
Legendary Waters, Resort and Casino. Escape ordinary. Experience legendary.
Stop by your local Super One Liquor for all your party and gathering needs. With locations throughout the Northland and northern Wisconsin, Super One Liquor has a commitment to delivering outstanding service, variety, and top quality wines and spirits. And don't forget the massive variety of ice-cold beer and beverages, all at the low prices you've grown to expect. Visit superoneliquor.com anytime to view our weekly ads and in-store specials.
So stop by your local Super One liquor store. Come for the service. Leave with the savings.
I hail from Canada, but I'm not a hockey player. I came here for soccer, but my journey at UWS has turned into much more than just an athletic endeavor. I have a lot to thank the professors for allowing me the opportunity to have confidence in myself, whether it's on the field or in the classroom or on the campus, and I think that I really flourished. For me, my experience at UWS has truly allowed me to connect with who I am. You know, for such a small campus, I think it offers such a big experience. The name Superior truly fits this institution.
Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. By the time you graduate from college, the outlook for careers in STEM is bright.
But more than that, a career in STEM is rewarding. You get to use your brain in so many different ways, learning skills to solve big problems.
And the world needs you.
Get a better education.
Have a better career. Enjoy a better future.
Get very lucky Thursdays at the Bear.
Charge your phasers for Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Republican legislators in Wisconsin are proposing new bills that aim to help struggling farmers in the dairy state. Today, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and other Republicans introduced bills that they say will provide short-term and long-term relief to farmers. Vos says one bill will allow small family farms to deduct the cost of health insurance to save money on their income tax bill. Governor Tony Evers has called on the Republican-controlled legislature to take up an 8-bill package designed to help Wisconsin farmers. Vos says they want to focus on farmers and this shouldn't be a partisan issue.
We would probably like to do something that's bigger and bolder than what he first proposed. It would probably cost more money than the $8.5 million because while that is something that is definitely helpful to farmers, it is probably too small an effort to make a substantial difference, and we prefer to be, a little bolder in our actions.
We expect that some of our bills will get good consideration, and if there's some others that the Assembly or the Senate want to prepare, the more the merrier. I mean, that's why we did what we did with the special session.
Wisconsin is in the middle of a crisis that's caused the loss of 1/3 of the state's dairy farms since 2011. Kelly joins us now for a look at what's coming up in sports.
We got section girls hockey coming up. Up next, who is moving on to the semifinals? We'll tell you coming up next.
Eye on Mining is brought to you by Iron Mining Association and Range Regional Airport.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
It's the extreme deal of the day. Call now and get fast internet for less than $20 a month. If you ever thought about switching internet providers, the time to do it is now. For a limited time, you can get Access Internet 60 with speeds up to 60 meg and in-home Wi-Fi for only $19.99 a month for 1 year. Plus, there's no contract to sign. This is your chance to get real high-speed internet without the high price. Call 855-330-4175 today.
I'm Carrie Harris, owner of Diabetic and Comfort Shoes. We have been in business in the Northland helping you with your everyday foot problems stemming from diabetes to plantar fasciitis for the past 17 years. Stop in and see the complete line of men's and women's shoes, from SAS to Allegria to Vionic, for those millions of people battling plantar fasciitis. And we still have a great selection of comfortable shoes for diabetics, Medicare and Minnesota healthcare approved. Remember, no foot problem is too big or too small. We'll find the way to your soul.
Years fly by. Your retirement date keeps getting closer. Rather than spending another year worrying about retirement, get a second opinion on your financial strategy. Let us answer your questions and show you how tax reduction strategies can benefit your retirement. Go to MPPLFinancial.com to download our free tax reduction checklist. Then call MPPL Financial this week for a complimentary second opinion consultation. A second opinion could be your best 2020 financial investment.
Here's the America I know, a country that puts working together ahead of standing apart, where we find common ground to expand health care and build a stronger, fairer economy and save our planet. I'm a problem solver. I build teams. I nurture good ideas. I hold myself accountable for results. It's how I led a complex, diverse city, and it's how I'll unite and lead this country.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Don't waste your time and money at the chain store. They got the best auto parts, brake parts, suspension parts, and dealer parts too. The website's so easy to use. The lowest prices and fast delivery too. All the parts your car will ever need. All the savvy folks are buying parts at rockauto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. rockauto.com.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
The trek to the X officially begins tonight for girls high school hockey. The next week will feature teams going head-to-head for a trip to the state tournament on the line. We start here, Mars Lakeview Arena, Duluth Marshall hosting Evelyn Gilbert in Section 7A. First period, Toppers on the power play. Marn Friday from the face-off circle takes the shot, and it's off the glove of Rachel Woods, and it's batted in. Toppers take a 1-0 lead in the first. Still in the same frame, Toppers threatening again. The shot is off of Woods again, and Victoria Thorson is in the right place at the right time to knock it in. Toppers head into the intermission with a 2-0 lead. They go on to get the shutout and will move on 6-0 the final to face the winner of this one. North Shore against Proctor Hermantown. The Mirage lighting the lamp early and often at St. Luke's Sports and Events Center tonight. Ella Onick getting one tough inside. 2-0 Proctor Hermantown after a period, and it escalated quickly in the second. Michaela Finney with a great pass on the rush to Aurora Upsall. That goal makes it a 3-0 game. Less than a minute after that, Hannah Coppenden banging him one off the post and into the corner. 4 goals in the first 5 minutes of the period for the Mirage. They do go on to advance, so it will be the Mirage and the Hilltoppers this Saturday for a trip to the section championship on the line. And some other section girls hockey scores on the night. Cloquet Esco Carleton tops International Falls 3-0, and Hibbing Chisholm moves past Moose Lake area. They will face CEC this Saturday. They win in triple overtime. To Virginia, some boys hockey regular season action tonight. The Blue Devils hosting Hermantown over on My 9 Sports. First period, Aaron Dowd gets the feed from Aaron Pionk. Dowd takes the shot, and it's in. Hawks take a 1-0 lead. They add one and then one more. This time it's Ethan Lund who puts it right out in front for Blake Biondi. The UMD commit scores from the slot to make it 3-0, and Hawks go on to win this one 10-0 the final. Section ski championships up at Giants Ridge today, starting with the boys. Hermantown's Jack Barash, the Hawks Top-seeded skier laid down an aggressive first run, recovering from a broken hand earlier in the season. Skied on a time of 39.72, puts him in 6th place, and just 0.02 of a second behind Borash. On their opening run was Bren Ellison of Duluth East, who was all over the gates today. He skied 39.74 to start the day. His teammates Wyatt Schultz and Cale Hendricks were not too far behind him, 10th and 12th respectively. A quick start on the leaderboard for the Greyhounds. Out of Hibbing, it was Evan Vinopal with an opening time of 42.03. That put him in 16th place. Boys teams result led by Mason McKeever in 9th. Cook County Silver Bay earned 3rd place with 4 racers in the top 40. Duluth East was 5th. Hibbing was 6th, and Virginia came in 8th. On the girls' side, it was more of the same from the Duluth East Greyhounds. Lauren Carlson, who didn't even start in the first seed of racers, put down a great run to start her day, came out flying off the final head wall, and catapulted herself into 4th place with a time of 37.42 seconds. Her teammate Veronica McHenry was close behind in 8th. A few tenths behind her was their first girl out of the starting block this morning. Hermantown's Katie Danelski clocked in at 37.68 on her first run, landing her in 6th place overall. A little further down, it was Virginia's Mia Shukard of 18th place. After her first run, a strong finish for her, followed by Maddie Clauso of Hibbing in a tie for 27th place with a time of 40.17 seconds. And here's a look at girls' team results. Duluth East finished 2nd with great outings from their top 4 finishes. They advanced to state altogether. Hibbing was 6th, Virginia was 11th, and Cook County was 13th. And finally, the Wild do win, thanks to a Matt Doombuzz shot late in this one after losing a 2-goal lead. But thankfully, they pull it off 3-2 the final, and the Bucks win as well. That's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Medical Center. Proud to serve as the Northland's only adult Level 1 trauma center.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the DW crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on social media and discoverwisconsin.com for behind-the-scenes content and great Wisconsin giveaways, including a chance to win a free vacation. This week's featured prize package could take you to the Stevens Point area. Just visit discoverwisconsin.com for details.
Introducing the Taco Perfecto from Taco John's. That's right, Perfecto. With an extra long shell, it gives you the best bite every bite. Chicken, beef, or hand-carved sirloin steak. The Taco Perfecto. Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Being a disabled veteran and to have a tooth pain on top of severe PTSD will take you down in the dump. After several denials, when I went to Aspen Dental, they gave me a free exam, free x-rays. The doctor comes in and he's like, you are in pain, so we're going to get you taken care of. I had no insurance.
At Aspen Dental, we're all about yes. Like yes to flexible hours and payment options. Yes to 30% off dental services. And yes, we'll take care of you no matter what. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL today.
You already know that Cary Toyota Superior is a great place to buy and service your vehicle. But we have a lot more to offer every driver and not just people with Toyotas. We have the Yakima line of products for the adventure seekers, including roof racks, bike and kayak racks, and cargo carriers. We also have running boards, bed steps, and Axis brand tonneau covers like I put on my truck. And for those of you who like a clean vehicle, we have professional detailing services and all-weather floor liners from Toyota and WeatherTech. Cary Toyota and Superior, we have something for every driver.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joshua Kropko, a primary care physician at St. Luke's P.S. Rudy Medical Clinic. Family medicine interests me because it's a perfect blend of science and critical thinking and a way to give back to the community. Within medicine, I'm most passionate about mental health, addiction, and preventative care. It's important for people to have a primary care physician because they're your frontline partners in health. Yoga for me is stress relief. It's an hour of calm and you can just focus on yourself. What patients should know about me is that I'm here to listen and to work with them where they are to get to where they want to be.
This Valentine's Day, Numi Jewelers is featuring 2 ways to a woman's heart. A real rose trimmed in pure 24-karat gold that lasts forever, and a pendant necklace for just $99. True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
All right, Dave, a little bit ago you mentioned it was in the negative teens in Hibbing. Is it really that cold?
Yeah,
now?
I thought there may have been a glitch at the airport's
Yeah.
reporting station, but Evelyn Airport's backing up that reading. So it's getting pretty chilly out there again. Up north could be around 10, 15 below, and the rest of us pretty nippy as well. A little bit of a rebound tomorrow, though. Sunshine will make us go high-wise back to where we should be this time of year. Low 20s for a lot of towns, mid-20s for others. Then come Thursday, we shake away the sun. I know Kristen loves it, but we have to have some clouds once in a while. They come in Thursday night with a 30% chance, roughly, of flurries and light snow in through Friday about noon. Then for Saturday, partly sunny and 21, which is pretty standard for this time of year. Sunday's another chance for what looks like light snow, flurries to light snow here. And bottom line for temperatures, daytime highs will be pretty close to 20 degrees, overnight lows pretty close to 10. And again, after a 2-week warm spell, we're back to where we're supposed to be for early February.
All right, thanks, Dave. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.